squish ball that you use for your hands. And again, if you don't have one, you can do this exercise by itself. Then we have our resistance bands and our weights. Hopefully you have a chair that has no arms on it, and I have a drink. So let's go ahead and get started. And today we're going to start in our chair. I've had some people talking about volume and not being able to hear me. I have it up as loud as I can have it, so maybe you can make it louder on your own computer or TV set. Go back just a little bit further here. All right, and all my stuff out of the way. Okay, so we're going to start in the chair. Let's start with just a march here. So march, 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 march. Keep the arms going a little bit. March with the knees nice and high. Lift and lift. Now I'm going to take it out wide and march here. March, march. Just like we did when you're standing. You can do it also seated. Bring it in. Good. Take it out wide again. Good. Bring it back in. So get out, out, in. So I'm going to go out, out, in. Out, out, in. You can add the arms if you want. Alright, now we're going to take that and slow it down a little bit. I'm going to go out. And I'm going to actually lean into the hand that's on my thigh. Get a little bit of weight bearing. Reach, nice and long. Just kind of stretching everything out. Okay, now I'm going to add an arm extension out. 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 Now get a nice long line leaning into that hand. Getting that weight bearing. Perfect. Last one right here. Now I'm just going to take the leg out, back, out, back, out, back. Add an arm, out. And I want to make that nice and wide, pulling back. Fingers are spread, legs are open. Just think about really opening up. I'm going to take both arms back. Opening your thighs, opening the shoulders. Perfect. All right. Last one. On both sides here. Now come back to center. Take it a little bit wide. All right. Bring the hands out front. Spread them out. Now I'm going to come all the way across, center, center. I'm going to let that knee drop a little bit as I turn from side to side. All right, now I'm going to go out, snap, snap, snap. Now see if you can make it audible clap. Would you go there? Clap, clap. Good. All right, last one each side. Perfect. Now bring the shoulder across the body, get a nice twist. I'm kind of pushing into both hands. Coming back up and twist. Back up and twist. Perfect. And twist. One more time each side. And twist. Good. Bring the feet back in. Roll those shoulders out. Perfect. Take it back the other way. Roll. And roll one at a time. So take it. Roll. 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 Play from the shoulders. Back the other way. Roll. Roll. There you go. Give me a nice inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale.
Start spreading.
Good. And exhale. Take those arms out nice and long. Reach all the way across the body. And take the other arm. All the way across. Push up there to that shoulder. Take it out. And reach. Good. all the way around, and reach. Now, give me some heels to the front. See my feet. Turn this down just a little bit so you can see. So heels, heels, heels. Add some big arms. Reach, reach, reach. Perfect. Take it to your toes. Now pushing out. Push, push, push. Push. Excellent. One hand. One toe. Push, push. Back to center. March, march, march. Let's take it wide again. All the way out. This is Megan. Down here, march. Bring it back in. Out one more time. Good. Bring it back in. Now go ahead and lift that right leg and let's flex and point. Flex, point. Give you a little circle. Take it back the other way. Circle. Change legs. Flex, point, flex, point, and circle. Back the other way. Circle. Excellent. Okay, go ahead. Let's lift, extend, down and lift, extend, down. Sit up nice and tall.
You think you see the sun, but you ain't see the
Posture all the time. Keep the shoulder back. Last one here. Perfect. Now to center. Extend that leg and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. March it out. Open the shoulders a little bit, pulling back. The elbows are coming back behind. A little pulse, pulse. Get back. Good. Pulse. And pulse. Now let's take it down by my side. So I'm going to do down, knock, 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 knock. Last one. Give yourself a big hug. Open, open, big hug. Nice. And last one. Back to center. Give me a little double tap. Double tap. Tapping that toe. Now I'm going to get a little front, side, center. Double. Front, side, center. Front, side, center. Right. I'm going to get my eye focused on that thumb. Give a little eye hand coordination. Good. Back to center. Marching it up. And let's go ahead and give me some jacks. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's do some V steps. I'm going to go out, out, back, back, and arms. Take it to speed. Out, 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 out.
You think you see the sun, but you ain't seen it.
Good. Back to center. We'll bounce here and we'll start left foot. Slow, slow, back. Together to a little diagonal. There's our V. Back, take the speed. Front side, back, and back, and front side. Back together, good. Excellent. And back to center. March, march, march. Just take a little reach. And reach. Reach earlier. Now we're going to add arm extension towards the floor. And let's take it to speed and take it out, 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 out. So now it's more of a cardio type movement. Strengthening. Perfect. Back to center and march, 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 march. And take the hand, you're going to push it into the thighs you lift. Push. And 3. Legs pushing against it. 4. And 5. 6. 7. And 8. Other side. Sometimes the easiest looking exercises can be really efficient. And 5, and 6, 7, and 8. Good. Take it outside, push in, and then you push out. Good. And then switch. I'm pushing in the hands out with the thighs. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Deep breath. All right, let's stand up. I'm going to grab my scarf. If you have one, grab one. I'm going to grab a sip. Right here. Okay, so if you were able to find a scarf quickly before class started, I'm going to hold the tip of it. Okay, and I'm just going to get a little swing. Swing, kind of like you're starting the race. Okay, if I don't have it, I'm just going to take the arm and throw it across. Okay, the scarf just makes it a little more fun. Down, down, and I'm just getting a little step, tap, step, tap. Good, now we'll change hands. Out. Swooping those arms down, working those shoulders up. All right, good, we'll change it back. I'm going to take it out and back. Out and back. 3. Now I'm going to change it overhead. Take it out and back. 2, 3, 4. Overhead. Now take it for 2. And 2. Overhead. 2. And 2. Change it overhead. Now 8 times back and forth. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now step to the front. Take it up and down. Up and up. Good. Now let's change hands, change legs. Up and up. Up. Perfect. Now we're changing legs. We're going to throw it up and catch. Actually, we're going to say legs and catch. Up and catch. Up, change hands. Throw it up. Catch. You get a little march if you want. And up, catch, up, catch. Now throw it up, catch it with hand. Up, catch it with hand. Up, catch, up, catch, catch. Good. Up and catch. Now let's throw it over the shoulder. Actually, we'll throw it on both shoulders. Okay, let's see. It's going to be this way. There we go. Let's try to get that hand curl in there. Good. So I have the scarf, both hands going up over the shoulder. Perfect. Getting those heels up by the buttocks as much as you can. Perfect. All right. Now let's take it down and up. Down and up. Squat. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one. Take it to the hips. Take it double, double, double. See if you can switch the scarf that quick, or you can just go back and forth. And let's go single, 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 single. Perfect. Hold that hand out and take it for a nice roll. All the way around. Take it back the other way. Good. All right, now take it up. for 2, down. And just pull in just gently on that. For 2, up, for 2. I'm going to add a little play squat here. I'm going to go up and down. Let's do 6 here. So 2, and 3, 4, 5. Last one. All right, let's take it out and switch. Out and switch. Out. All right, now let's just take it for a little swing, swing. All right, and then take it all the way up and over. Up and over. Swing. Up and over. All the way up and over again. And let's change hands, a little swing. And all the way up and over. And up and over. Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to come a little closer so you can see what I'm going to do here. I'm going to take the scarf and I'm going to try to bring the whole scarf into my hand. So you really have to work those fingers really good for tight morning muscles, arthritis, and get your scarf into one hand. And then do it the opposite side. Okay? So having a little scarf around by the TV is kind of good for a little playfulness. All right, let's put that scarf away. Grab this in the water. All right, we got kind of fast song here. Let's play a little mambo. Okay, so I'm going to go forward and back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I can add a push there if I want. Push. 2, 3, and 4. Now I'm going to take it to the side, pushing out. Out. 3, 4. Take it to the back. Push it back. Back. 2, 3, 4. A little pause. Switch. Left. 2, 3. Out to the side. Take it out. And 2, 3, 4. Take it to the back. Push it back. 2. Good. 3. We'll come back to that right foot now for just for 2 times. 2 times all the way around. 2, 2. Take it to the back. 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 And switch. Forward. 2. Take out the side. Out. Take it to the back. All right, now 1. So forward and side and back. Switch. Forward, side, and back. Now give me a grapevine with a heel dip. So I'm just put that heel up there. Little attitude. Grapevine. I end up doing more of a cross over instead of a cross back when I do this attitude grapevine. Okay, so let's do step, the other step, and add some punch. All right, last one each side. Take it to the front. 2, 3, tap, and tap. Tap. 1, 2, 3, and tap. Last one. Perfect. Brush it out. Let's play around with our cha-cha now. We do our cha-cha around the world. 1. Cha-cha-cha. Sorry. Cha-cha-cha. Side. Side. Take it back. Right. And left. Now come forward. Right foot. Right. Left. Take it side. Right. Cha-cha-cha. If you don't get all 3 of your cha-cha-chas in, you'll end up on the incorrect foot. So you want to make sure you get every cha-cha-cha. And side. Take it back. One more time all the way through. Right and left. side, side, back, and back. Good. Marching it out here. We're going to do a little cumbia rock. Right foot rocking back and forth. Slow, slow, slow. Take it faster. Good. Switching sides and slow, 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 slow. And take it fast, 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 fast. If you need to, you could have held onto a chair and do it now. All right, give me a little step touch. Good. Get a little uppercut here. The baby, I'm squeezing the biceps. There's a nice contraction. Squeeze, squeeze. Take it a little higher, a little block. Block, block. Take it down in front. Punch, punch, punch. And you might be able to take it a little deeper for that left hook. So all the way down, ooh, and maybe get a little deeper squat. Good. Back to center and march. March. Let's get a little tap to the front. Tap, tap. Pulse those hands to the back, either single count or double count. Up to you. All right, now we take those hands to the front, lift those legs to the back, and lift. And move it slow first. Up and lift. You hold onto a counter or a chair if you need to. All right. Next time around, let's do one arm, one leg. Take it to speed. Up, up, up. And reach, reach. Good. And let's bring it back to the front. Give me some toes. Toes. All right. Put those hands out in front. I'm going to take them down and up. Down and up. Good. Keep those toes tapping if you can. Take it to the side. All right. And take them down and up. Now we'll move those hands up and down like that. We're working the flexors and then the extensors. And our hands are in our forearms there. You want to make sure that they both kind of get equal amount of work. Then roll, roll, roll it back the other way. And give me some small circles. Circle. All right, and back the other way. Good. Back to center. Ooh, roll the shoulders a little bit. Roll that neck a little bit. Good. Give me a little double step. Push and push. 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 Good. Give me a little chug now. So I'm going to go chug. Give a little hop in. Hop, chug. Hop, chug. Good. Change that to a hitchhiker. So getting that thumb out there, taking that elbow back a little. Really stretching out a little bit here. All right, now take it down. Kind of like a little basketball. You're a double basketball player here. Push, push. And let's shoot for that three-pointer here. Push it up and push. Yeah. Get that shot. Push and push. Last one each side. Good. And pull in for our rows. Really bringing the shoulder blades together there in the back. If you can see that, I'm really pulling it back. And I can change that angle a little bit here, pulling down. Of course, we can always add a little deeper squat if you want. Or I could just be doing it almost here in place. Or in my chair, okay? So make it your own. And let's bring it back to center. Give me some heels to the outside. Out, out, out. So opening those inner thighs. I'm going to pull back here. Pull back. Pull, pull, pull. Take it overhead, pull down, hold, hold, that, chest. Good. Take the heels across the body now. Going across, cross. I'm going to add a little diagonal punch. So shooting to kind of move our body in all different directions so that we're nice and agile the rest of the day. The other day, take that heels to the front. Give me a little kick. I had my husband, I said, hey, we gotta put the garbage out. So we had to put the garbage out. We're rolling it down to the driveway. Got a little punch in the front. And I looked at it like, nobody else's garbage is out. And my husband, we both looked at each other and we went, it's the wrong day. So I don't know if anybody else is experiencing that either. But just trying to figure out what day it is lately. It's all been kind of blending. So we had to put the garbage out the next day. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to stand beside our chair. And let's do a little balance. And today we're going to keep it pretty basic. When we're balancing, I talk about all the time that anytime you put more weight on one leg, you're practicing balancing. And if you lift it off the ground, you're making it a little bit harder. If you lift it higher, it's harder. If you change your levers, okay, any direction, whatever, each of those keeps making it harder. If you do it with movement, so all of it changes it. So today we're going to start with just kind of basic, balance 101, okay? So I'm going to switch my weight over to that right hip, okay? And I'm going to bring my, to the ball of my foot, kind of get myself stable, and then I'm going to lift that foot up. Okay, now if possible, I'm going to go ahead and lift the hand off the chair. Now maybe I have to hold on, go back and forth. Okay, some of us might be helpful to have the hands out to the side or wherever, and then hold. Make sure your hips kind of stay in alignment, don't drop them or shift them. Okay, shoulders are back, nice and tall. And hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Go ahead and put that foot down. Okay, switch the weight now to the other side. Okay, go to the ball of your foot. When you're ready, lift that foot off of the floor. And keep that hand by the side there. All right, and then hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Bring it back down. Now let's go ahead and take that opposite foot again. That left foot, I'm going to tap the toe forward, and I'm going to lean back a little bit. Okay, so I'm kind of a little angle there, and then I'm going to lift the foot up a little. Okay, you move on your chair. So I can even do this. So lean back, get a little bit of a lean. Okay, now I'm going to take the leg to the back, lean forward just a little bit, and lift that leg up. Okay, so if you're here, okay, it might be helpful to lift the arm forward or hold on to your chair. Okay, any way that you can do that. So we've changed our lever a little bit, how far it is away from the body. Okay, so I put the one in front, right foot, okay, and lean back, and hold it for a moment here. Good. All right, and take it to the back, lean forward, and get that little bit of a lean. Perfect, come back to center. All right, I'm going to go ahead and grab my resistance band. I believe most of you have them or have had access to them. Some of you might have, physical therapy band at home. If you have nothing else, for some of these you can just use a hand towel. All right, so today we're going to go ahead and keep the band long and take it up overhead. I'm going to sit down so you can see me, but you can stand up if you want. Okay, I'm going to take it to the side. And back to center. Take it to the side. Now I want to make sure that I keep my head right in the middle. Okay, our tendency sometimes when we're doing this is to let the arms go over and our head stays forward. Okay, so I want a little bit of twisting, stretching on the side there. And all the way back up. and stretching. Good, and back to center. Go ahead, take that down. And now I'm going to take it to the right, and I'm going to stretch it nice and long across my body. You can see what I'm doing there, so I'm stretching all the way across. And then take it the other way, and stretch. Good, and then we take it to the center, and stretch all the way across. And make sure you have enough resistance that you can feel it. Take it all the way diagonally. That's what resistance bands are about. You can have it at all different levels of how hard or easy they are. And out. Good. If your band has gotten too easy for you, see if you can get a harder one. If it's too hard, then easier one. And stretch. Good. Okay, then go ahead and take your hands to the handle, okay? And you can do this way here without the band if you need to. Otherwise, stretch it out. And 2, good. 3, 4, working those triceps. 5, 6, 7, 8. Slow it down. So out and back, out and back. 2 more. Out, back, last one, out. Perfect. Let's switch sides. Out nice and long. Take it out. 2, 3, 4, good. 5, 6, 7, 8. Slow it down for 4. And 3, 2 more, 2, last one, out. Perfect. Now bring it right here between your chest, and I'm going to just pull back. So same thing that we did earlier when we did the little pulses. So you can go back to that, but with resistance, it just gives you a little bit different. More work. And you really have to pull the shoulder blades together. And back. Bring those elbows out and back. Good. And last one. Pull back. Perfect. And back to center. I'm going to go ahead and put the bands aside. I'm going to turn the music off. And then I'm going to grab some weights. So I just wanted to mention, so I teach classes almost every day, and I do weights every day. And so sometimes I like to change them from lighter to heavier and back and forth so that I don't overwork those muscles. So if you're doing weights every day, you might try doing a lighter weight or a heavy weight in between, or do some of these exercises without weights. So that your body has time to recover. That's how they get strong. You get little tiny micro tears, and then the body comes in and repairs and makes it strong on your rest day, okay? So if you're just doing it a couple days a week, then I wouldn't worry about it, okay? And you should be doing weights at least 2 days a week, 2 to 3 days a week, all right? So let's go ahead and let's bring them up to the shoulders, little biceps, and up, and 3. So you guys could do this without me if you wanted to. 4, it's more fun when we're all together though. And 6, and 7, and 8. Good. Let's take them out to the side now, and let's slow it down. W, so up for 2, and down for 2. Up, 2, and down, 2. Excellent. Up, 2, down, 2, up, 2, and down, 2. Now you can continue doing it that way, or you can come up a little bit and take it out and bring it in and take it down. Okay, so we often talk about levers, and that our levers are our legs and our arms, and sometimes it's our body coming forward and back. But when you get out of that alignment, it's going to make you work harder. Out and back. Let's do it one more time. And out and back. Good. Bring it down, and let's just kind of turn the wrists, and the shoulders will kind of go with it, kind of open back and forth. If you can see, my shoulders come in a little bit and they come back, a little rounded back, a little open chest. Good. Now I'm going to do a little combination here. I'm going to take my weights up, and then I'm going to turn them around, and I'm going to bring them straight down there. So I'm working the forearms, and then I'm going to turn them. Okay. So I'm coming up, biceps, turning, working the forearms down, and twist. Okay. So up, twist, down, and twist. You can see it here. Up and twist. My palms are coming down, and twist. Up and twist, down and twist. Good. Up and twist, down and twist. Excellent. All right, and then let's do a little overhead press. So I'm going to take bicep up, press over and down. Now, I mentioned before that when we're doing weights, our blood pressure will automatically go up a little bit. And when we're doing overhead stuff, it'll go up even a little bit more. So that's usually why I do just one at a time. Now, if you're very confident that your blood pressure is fine and you want to do both at the same time, that is always an option. Okay? Just make sure you know you got everything under control. Good. And bring it back down. All right, so now we're going to work on those triceps, and we're going to hinge from the hip. Keep in mind too, any of this stuff, I could just do a single tricep here, or I could do triceps here. So any of the movements that I do standing up can be done seated also. So just make those adaptations. Okay, so I'm going to hinge from the hip, and I like to try to keep my gaze down. I know you're trying to watch and see what I'm doing, but once you know what I'm doing, get your gaze down so that you have a nice long line on your neck. You don't want to crank that neck up. All right, so I'm going to get the elbows up nice and high. I'm hinging from the hips, nice soft knees, and then I'm going to kick back and try to keep my gaze down. So 2 and 3, nice and high. 4, 5, feel that burn. 6, 7, and 8. Let's go for 10 today. 9 and 10. Okay, so ultimately, no matter how much weight we do, we want to go to that little bit of fatigue that you're like going, oh man, I can only do a couple more. Okay, it's that little bit of burn, not pain, little burn, that little, oh boy, I can feel it working. All right, so now let's take that down, and we'll do double time or half time count. So back for 2 and bring it back in, and out for 2 and back in, out for 2 and in. I could add that squat if I want. All right, but when you do that squat, make sure you're still doing your squat correctly. I'll talk about that here in a second. And last one, out and back. So remember, when we're doing a squat, I want my knees and my ankles to kind of be in alignment. So I drop the hips back as if the chair was right here, okay? So when you go into your tricep kickbacks, don't get sloppy on that, and do some little where the knees are coming forward. It's still sticking that hips back, okay? Make sure you're working that. All right, let's do one more for the triceps. And this one, I want you to have your palms facing back, arms long and straight. I'm going to hinge a little bit more than I do on a regular tricep kickback, and then I'm just going to take these back and bring them to the floor, take it straight back, kind of like if I was in an airplane balance, which we've done. And take it back, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now you might be able to pulse it here a little bit. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That long arm with the pulse, I think, is one of the hardest exercises I do. Our triceps, even though there's 3 parts of them, they actually can get very big if you work them. Are probably one of the not as strong muscles. because in a given day, we're picking up things and we're working the biceps a lot. The triceps are more when we're seated and we're pushing ourselves up out of the chair. But the triceps are really important to work those triceps. All right, with our feet together here, let's come down, hinging at the hips. Okay, here. I usually bend my arms to about 90 degree. You can also take them all the way out. I have a little shoulder deal, so to me, I'd like to just keep it here and keep it safe. So up to you. Okay, so I'm gonna bring it up for 2 and down for 2. And again, I'm gonna keep that gaze kind of down. Our knees are always kind of soft. Hips and hinged a little bit. And up. And let's do a few more here. 6. And 7. And 8. Good. All right. Let's take it wide into that plie squat. Remember, in that plie squat, we want to go straight down with the knees over the toes. The squats are always optional. Okay, so I'm going to have palms up, and I'm going to come into that little He-Man or that goddess pose, and down. Up. Okay, if I'm not doing the squat, I'm just going to come here. Boom, and bring it down. Okay, so either way. Nice back as if it's up against the wall, sliding down. I want the weight of my body to go into the tailbone, not into the knees. Our knees are very, very important. I think we forget to take care of them sometimes until they start complaining. And it's like, oh no, the knees are complaining. All right, now I'm gonna take the palms facing towards my thighs. I'm leading with the pinkies. I'm taking them long into the outside, okay? So out, and it, just as high as you feel comfortable. And we do all 3 of these exercises because we want to make sure that all 3 parts of our deltoid, the anterior, the middle, and the posterior, all get worked. So we want to keep them balanced. We don't want to work just one part of our deltoid, which is the shoulder muscle, because then you get an imbalance, and that's when you get injuries. Can't talk. Out and back. And out and back. All right, let's bring that back in. Let's take those hands out in front. So this fire is still crazy. We seem to be getting it contained. And out. Very sad to have our mountains all burned. Glad it hasn't gotten into Sabino Canyon. All right, let's reach out. At least not all the way down. And reach out. And reach. And reach. Good. Hopefully you guys are getting up early and getting your walks in if you're going to go for a walk. Oh, I was going to tell you, the other day I was taking my dog for a walk up by the cross, and all of a sudden I hear someone say, "There's our teacher." And it was so nice to meet some people who had been taking the class. And I got to know there's really somebody out there. I love it. And last one. Good. And go ahead and bring it down. Palms facing the thighs. Take it up for 2 and down. And up for 2. Take it down. Up. 2 and down. Now we're going to change that into a hammer position. Okay, the hands coming up, so I'm going to take it up, 2 and down. Good. Up, 2 and down. Got this nice long lever, right? Okay, now bring it close to the body. Take it up and down and up. So working those biceps. And up and down. Now I'm going to take it up and I'm going to pour and then take it back and down. Up and pour and back down. Good. 2 more. Up and pour and down. And up and pour and back down. Good. So I'm going to come back to the chair. I'm going to do a little core. And then if you have those little squish balls, then I'm going to show you a couple things, talk a little bit about that. Okay? So when we're working our core, Okay, so that's kind of anything, ribs down to the hips, all the way around. We kind of think of it about being our belly, but it's really the whole thing. And seated, there's a couple things you can do. There's a lot of things, but so the first variation, I have my feet right under my knees. I can just cross the hands across my chest, or I can use my weights and cross. And I like to come more towards the edge of my chair so that when I go back, I can have a little bit of an angle. And I can kind of hold it here a little bit if I want. Okay, and then come forward. So if you can do this and come back and hold for, a couple of counts before you come back up, you should really feel those abs engaged. And come forward and take it back and forward. Now, if you don't feel a whole lot, you're welcome to take the weights to the shoulders. And I'm going to warn you, you're going to feel this. So you come back and all of a sudden you go, oh my gosh, that makes a huge difference. And then come forward and all the way back and come forward. Good. Now I could also take the hands above my head, just like we did crunches years ago when we did them on the floor. Okay, and come back. So just by changing where the hand position is or where the weights are, changes how hard you're working the muscles. Good. Okay, and then let's do a little body roll. So I'm just going to roll that body, and I can have the hands right here on my thighs to start. Get a little weight bearing as you come in here. Okay, or I can take the hands to the ears, make it a little bit harder. So just listen to your body and be honest, okay? If it doesn't feel good, go back to the knees or the thighs there. And I could also have the arms up long and take them out nice and long. Kind of like when we do the river, the song The River, when we're wiping the table off. It's kind of like this nice long reach. And let's take it back the other way. Good, all the way around. And back to that center position. All right, let's go ahead and take the hands to the ears. And let's go ahead and let's take it across and back, and across and back. You can do this with weights too, but it's pretty effective this way also. And back, across and back. Or you can lean forward and bring your elbows down to your knees. So many variations. And all of them are working something, and all of it's good. All right. Perfect. Okay, and then let's take the elbow and bring it down as close to your waist as you can. So we want to crunch our, kind of like a little love handle there, kind of crunch it, and you're stretching the opposite side, those oblique muscles on both sides. Okay, and then tuck in. Get that nice stretch. Keep your elbow up nice and high and back if possible. And one more time each side. And back. And all the way back. Perfect. All right, so now I'm going to grab my little squish ball. And I have collected, different people go to wellness fairs and bring in balls. So I have a lot of different balls. This one's a little brain. This one's just a little yellow ball. And they're different, how hard they are. They're a little bit different. So I'm going to use my little brain today. And I can do it without anything at all, okay? So I just want you to squeeze that brain, and I want you to move your fingers around a little bit. Just like when we're crumpling up the scarf, same thing, okay? I don't know about you guys, but I'm a massage therapist. And so when I wake up in the morning, my hands are a little bit, so I like to wake them up and get them moving. Yeah, they got a little arthritis in them. Okay, so the squeeze ball. And then take that ball kind of like a alligator, I guess, and I'm going to push down all 4 fingers. Push down, push down. Okay, so you can still be doing this if you don't have a ball. Okay, and then 1 finger at a time. Okay, so I could be going here, here, here. Okay, so sometimes if we don't have the toys, you can still make do. okay? But having a little ball around is kind of nice, just to have. So start your little collection, your scarf and your little ball and your bands and your weights and all that. All right, now I'm going to interlace my fingers, okay? And see if you guys can see my elbows are going to come up. Okay, so I'm going to push in with my palms. I'm pushing in, okay? And then I'm going to bring my elbows together. I'm going to open up. Really work these extensor muscles. Open up, okay? Bring it in. So what I found is that so much of our squish ball exercises are all here, working all the flexor muscles, and our extensors don't get worked as much. So that's kind of what this is about. All right, let's come to the other hand. Let's squeeze, move it around a little bit, and squeeze, move, and squeeze. Good. And squeeze. Okay, and do that little alligator. And I'm sure you could come up with, a multiple of things. I have all kinds of different things you can do with the ball. Maybe we'll do this again soon. Okay, and then fingers. Again, I could go here. Okay. Good. All right. Now this time, when you come to the center, we're clapping. Okay. And you could even do it this way, clapping. Okay, and then you're going to open them up and go the other way and clap. Okay, so with the ball, I'm squishing it together, opening the hands and squishing together, and opening the hands and squishing together. Okay, up and squish, and up and squish. Recently, I also got this other little ball. It takes me a little while to get on, so I probably won't put it on, but these are called Handmaster, and the Handmaster has a little rubber band that you put your thumb through on one side, and then you put your fingers on the other, and which makes me have to, so I squeeze, and then I have to pull back on the rubber band, and there's 4 of them. But it's really, you squeeze, and then you have to really pull back and open. So they're kind of cool. That's kind of another little way to play with that. All right, let's come back to our chair and let's do a little closing here. All my little gadgets. I'll put a bit of music on. Now go ahead and just relax. Take a nice deep breath. All right, so let's just close our eyes for a moment and just take a few nice deep breaths. Nice deep exhale. And just take a moment to think about all the things that you're grateful for. I know in times like these, we have quite a few challenges, but we have so many wonderful gifts in our life if we take time to just focus on them. I know I'm so grateful for my family, my husband, daughter, my dog and cat you see walking across here all the time, friends. So I feel very fortunate. Good. Let's bring our hands together at heart center, Anjali Mudra. Let's inhale up and all the way around. Nice big sun circle. And bring it together. We got a nice big sun today. Inhale up. Bringing us lots of warmth. Hopefully the monsoons will come soon. I love monsoons. Inhale up. Oftentimes my husband and I are traveling in the summer, so we miss the monsoons, and I hate that. And last one. But we're not traveling this summer. A few little trips, but let's go ahead and let's reach up. And let's extend that hand down. Get a nice long reach. And change hands. And bring both hands up, nice long stretch. take it behind your chair and just kind of roll the shoulders back, open, lift that heart. Good. Come back to center. Take those arms up nice and straight. Take them out to the side, push them out. Good. Now I'm going to go palm up on one, palm down the other, and I'm going to kind of reach to the side, and then I'm going to switch those hands and reach to the other side, stretching that side body, and come back to center. Take those hands up in front. I'm going to extend both legs long and get a nice stretch forward as I exhale. And inhale up. So I'm flexing those toes. You can't see that right now, but flex those toes up. So I get a nice hamstring stretch. Good. And come back to center. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cross one leg over the other, bring my hand to the knee, hand to the hip or to the chair, and get a nice little spinal twist. Kind of exercising those internal organs. Good. And let's stretch. Take that leg over. And come to the opposite side. Nice stretch. And back to center. And let's breathe in all the joy, all the peace. Exhale all fear. Good. And you have a wonderful day, and we will see you again next week. Stay cool. Keep moving. Until then.